Dr. Penn Pershing, scientist.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Pershing.
It was just explained in The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 3 why the First Order destroys the New Republic in the second trilogy so quickly. The recent Chapter 19 The Convert episode of The Mandalorian Season 3 explained why the New Republic was unable to defeat the First Order in the sequel trilogy. The Empire split and disintegrated without its terrifying superweapon after the Death Star -2 was destroyed at the Battle of Endor. Princess Leia Organa assisted in the formation and leadership of the New Republic, which took control of the galaxy, and appointed Mon Mothma as its new chancellor, out of the ashes and chaos. But because so many systems were still harmed by the Empire, the New Republic found it challenging to implement its laws. The recent episode of The Mandalorian has divided viewers since it features a significant Coruscant-based subplot involving Dr. Pershing. Although it is still unclear how this section of the narrative relates to Din Djarin and Grogu, learning about what is happening with the New Republic on Coruscant strengthens the connections between The Mandalorian and its sequels. In the background story, Dr. Pershing has a dull desk job for the New Republic cataloging Empire-era materials that are being dismantled and discarded. In other words, the New Republic is squandering the majority of the Imperial gifts it has received. The Mandalorian Season 3 shows the decommissioning of the Alliance fleet. Mothma made an effort to govern the galaxy in the manner of the times prior to the Clone Wars while serving as the Chancellor of the New Republic. As a result, the New Republic's rules were based on disarming both its allies and adversaries peacefully. It focused on political discussions rather than the use of force to maintain cordial relations with other systems. Mothma opted to toss anything related to the Empire because she thought it was time for the galaxy to mend its wounds. The last of the Imperial Star Destroyers were destroyed along with the few Alliance ships that were still active. During the Empire's rise, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order showed that many of the old Republic's Venator-class Star Destroyers were cut up and repurposed to build the Imperial Star Destroyers. But when Dr. Pershing and Elia Kane attempt to steal resources from a decommissioned Star Destroyer, it's clear that the New Republic has no intentions of reusing anything from the Empire. The New Republic was defeated easily in the sequels because it weakened itself in The Mandalorian. Without any weapons or battleships to defend itself, it was only a matter of time before an opposing force armed itself and took over. Why the New Republic made such a bad mistake? Chancellor Mothma had a vision for how to peacefully run the galaxy after the Empire's reign of terror, but it was badly executed with the abrupt military disarmament act. Leia Organa opposed the sudden waste of the Empire's weaponry, as she believed that the New Republic would not be able to govern itself using politics alone. But while Leia was wary of the Empire's remnants reigniting the conflict, the New Republic was too busy celebrating its newfound freedom. Ultimately, Mothma made the mistake of believing that the Empire was finally defeated once and for all. Star Wars' cancelled Rangers of the New Republic show would likely have explored Mothma's mistake even further. The majority of the New Republic's law enforcement was left to a handful of X-Wing patrols, which Din Djarin has been pulled over by multiple times in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. Yet the Rangers never have the wherewithal to actually punish him or pose a threat. In other words, the New Republic is mostly built on mutual hatred for the Empire, along with the freedom to self-govern. Yet many in the galaxy take advantage of the New Republic since they know there are no teeth behind its bite. The New Republic failed to rearm even when the First Order appeared. The day that Leia feared and Mothma ignored eventually came in the sequels. Construction on Starkiller Base began in the early days of the Empire, which made it almost easy for the First Order to finish the project. While the New Republic was busy discarding the Empire's old battleships and weaponry, the First Order reused and repurposed what was left to create its own powerful military. Still, Mothma and the New Republic, fearing another long and arduous war, refused to rearm themselves in the wake of the First Order. Eventually, the New Republic passed the point of no return. Despite Mothma's best efforts to find a peaceful and diplomatic solution, the First Order was intent on rekindling the war for dominance. The New Republic allowed the rise of the First Order by not challenging it sooner. Their lack of battleships also helps explain why Leia is so mad at Poe Dameron for wasting what few ships they have in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, since the Resistance inherited whatever was left of the New Republic's non-existent military. Ultimately, the New Republic was doomed from the moment it disarmed itself, and The Mandalorian proves it. Please write your comment. Thanks.